Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. Hope you guys are doing really well. So first things first, yes, I've had a bit of a haircut. I just did a light trim today. Normally it was like about here, but I needed to like just thin my hair out a bit because I have very thick hair. I'm very blessed with very thick hair, and I got it thinned out a bit and just a bit short because it's a little bit hot. I can't deal with it when it's this hot, but yeah, thought I would just get that out of the way. But yeah, let's talk about today's video. So I am doing a full face of second impression. So a lot of these products I have tried on my channel already, but I just wanted to kind of give them another go. I have been using some of these off camera, just like if I'm getting ready for work or if I'm going out somewhere, then I will use some of these products. But I thought I would just show them on camera because I actually haven't done like a full face of second impressions in a while, and a lot of these products do get kind of like left behind because I always do like first impressions and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put on my headband so I can keep my now short hair out of my way. So let's start off with the primer as always, and we're going in with the NYX Honey Do Me Up. So this is not like a new product, and when I did try it, I did also mention that because obviously it has been out for quite a while, but I was kind of gifted this by NYX. So when I tried it, I was like, this is very interesting. It's so like, it's so, yeah, it smells really weird, but it's got like a nice kind of humectant kind of feel to it, because obviously it's a honey based kind of primer, but I need some kind of like moisture in my skin at the moment because I've got very combination skin, and obviously very sensitive because of my rosacea. But recently it's been warm and humid and my brain doesn't really know what to do sometimes, so I feel like having a nice mixture of primers in my collection is really handy. So if you haven't tried this before, I mean, NYX primers are not the most affordable, so I think something like this is about £15 just by itself, and you do get quite a lot because, you know, you only do need the tiniest amount depending on how much you do want on. But I still feel like for me £15 is a bit much, but it's still quite a cute product. So yeah, I don't even know many ingredients because it's all written under there. But anyway, I did mention this in my monthly favorites that I do quite like this. So it's got a nice kind of tacky feel to it, and it does grip on the foundation very nicely. So this is definitely one that I do use a lot off camera, so I thought I would just use it today. So with foundation, I'm going back in with my SheGlam Skinfluencer Full Coverage Foundation Balm. So I mentioned when I did my first review of this how much I liked it, and I do really like it. I just need to give it another go on camera because I want to feel what it's like with different kind of primers. So I believe the first time I used it, I did use my Elf Putty primer because that is a kind of a primer that I do trust. So this is a balm one in case you haven't really seen my review or you haven't seen really any reviews about it. I just feel like this is a really nice foundation. I was so surprised because SheGlam for me and like Shein are not known to be like high quality because they're just a bit of a kind of budget brand, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna use a brush because the first time I used it, well, it does say to use it with a brush, so I feel like for safety I want to use a brush, maybe a sponge another time, we'll see. But anyway, when I first tried this, I was like, this is actually insane, and you do not need that much. So I've kind of dipped in once and gone in a couple of places, so I'm gonna see what this is like. But yeah, if you haven't used Shein or SheGlam before, I do think it's quite an interesting brand because they do a lot of kind of like, they are a legit brand, so they're not anything like Wish or anything like that, but they basically have very affordable makeup and clothing and a lot of discounts and stuff like that, and it takes a while for the product to actually be kind of delivered to you. But I do feel like they send it in quite a decent time because I believe it comes from China. Like when I'm tracking, it does come from a certain part in China, so I'm guessing it's all just made out there. But when I tried this foundation for the first time, I was honestly shocked, and I'm not even gonna hide the fact that I was like, don't know about this, because again, you know, the products that I've tried from them previously I have liked. So I really like their liquid blush. It is like one of my favorite liquid blushes ever, and now when it comes to this foundation, I am honestly just really shocked and really kind of happy that I decided to buy it, because you can buy a mini sample size, but for me, I'm like, you know what, this is not, it's not like the most expensive. I think this is like maybe £8 or £9, and I have mentioned this before, pretty much every Sunday they do like free delivery. So if you, I don't even know if it's worldwide, but because obviously I live in the UK, so I get that notification, like I get an email saying, you know, if you purchase from SheGlam today, your delivery is free. And I think they do deliver all around the world, I'm just not 100% sure. But when I put this on, like, this is a very buildable coverage. It's kind of like, I don't have a concealer today, so I have just gone kind of extra higher than normal. Of course it's not like insane coverage that it will give you that, you know, full-on perfect kind of look to it, but you do get quite a lot of coverage, which I do really like. I'm kind of tempted to wear this on Saturday. I'm going to be uploading this after that date, but my friends are getting married on Saturday, and I'm just trying to figure out what foundation to use, because it could be sunny, it could be raining, it could be humid. I just want my makeup to look good, and to be honest, this is been kind of like a runner. I could change my mind like on the day, but I'm trying not to add too much, because it becomes a little bit cakey if you add too much on top. I think that's the same with like any foundation, but when you, it's like, it feels weightless on the skin, and it honestly just feels so soft. I'm really happy with how I'm looking. Like, you know, there's so many different shades for this foundation as well, which I was very surprised about. But let's move on to blush, because the blush and the highlighter have both got liquid products. What a surprise. And this is actually something I have only tried once, mainly because of the shade, but this is the Rouge Cosmetics blush, and this is in the shade Cake Pop. So when I first got this, I was like, I think I chose the wrong shade, because this is too damn pink for me. But I'm giving this another go, just because I might like it again. We'll see. So I'm going to use my sponge, and I'm going to use like a small amount, because again, I don't want to add anything too heavy, especially it's pink. Pink blushes are not up my street, but I just want to be quite subtle today, and I do want to try more Rouge Cosmetics, but I don't know, I just don't know if they're any good. Like, this is quite a nice blush anyway. I always add too much blush, but this is too pink for me, so I'm kind of being quite light-handed, even though sometimes I tend to go quite heavy. But with this tone, I might just have to dumb it down just a bit. But you know what, it's working quite nicely. It does blend fine. I mean, there's no issues that I have with it. I think it's just the shade. So I got it on Beauty Boxes by Tammy, which are like a website that sell other brands. So you can get like Colourpop, and you can get Glamlight, and you can get Kaleidos and things like that. So I do buy from their website quite frequently, but when I saw this blush, I was like, I need to try it. And to be honest, it is nice, but again, I feel like I've gone a bit clownish if I add too much. So I think for me, this is kind of perfect today. We're going to go in with highlighter. I'm going to go in with my Vive Skin Dew. I think I have tried this probably more than once on camera, but I thought this is like the only highlighter that I haven't used in a while. And again, cream products, liquid products are like my fave right now. So I'm just going to add some onto my sponge, just a tiny amount, because I do obviously like going heavy. Why is this not coming out? I'm like squeezing so hard and it's not coming out. I want to go light but heavy at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm like, oh, just saying, am I squeezing not hard enough? But I guess not. So let's add on both sides. But I've been always meaning to try more Vive. I will one day, I promise, but I kind of, she's got some new blushes out which do look gorgeous, and some new lip oils which I do definitely want to try. See, for this is something very subtle. If you want a highlighter that is just going to make you look a little bit dewy, and it's not going to give you the same type of highlighter look that any other highlighter does, this is probably a good kind of a good product for you to pick up. And you know, it's an influencer brand, so I know sometimes people are not too happy about that. I mean, it depends on the influencer. For me, like, I personally don't buy from any of the Kardashians because I'm not a fan of theirs, so I would never really pick up any of their products, no matter how good they might be. And again, it depends on the person itself. Like, I always would want to support Jamie Genevieve because I like her content, and just, yeah, other influencers as well. But this is just really nice if you want something glowy, like I mentioned, glowy and looking a little bit tacky. This is super nice. So I've not gone like crazy heavy, and I have my fan on, that's why my hair is blowing, because it's a very humid day today. So, and again, I can't have my window open where I am because it's too loud. So I'm going to go in with some setting powder. I've used this so many times, but I haven't got a new setting powder or a second like impression setting powder to try, so I thought this is fine for today. And this is like number 17, some products that I do love by them. I was going to try their foundation again today, but then I realised that I've only tried my She Glam one on camera just like once, so that's why I chose that instead. Maybe next time I will try on this number 17 one again. Okay, so let's go on to eyes. So I have two different eye products that I want to try. So I'm going to use my Profusion Ruby's eyeshadow palette again, and I'm going to top it off with my P. Louise loose pigments. So we're going with a bit of a red look today, because why the hell not. So we are going to start off with, these don't even have any names. Oh, they do have names. How have I just realised that? I think maybe in my other video I probably didn't realise that, I don't know. I'm going to try and do something a little bit different today. Maybe not. So normally I think I tend to go for the reds because it's me. But I feel like today we'll start off with Sizzle, which is a gorgeous orange tone. There is so much fallout in this. I remember when I tried this for the first time, it wasn't even that long ago, but I did really like this. I do like Profusion. I really want to try their Jurassic Park collection, but it's only for their American website, which is very annoying. But you know, I always say this, but hopefully one day UK will get some good collaborations. But it's interesting when certain brands are different in different countries. But with Profusion, I haven't really been using them for that long, so I have picked up a couple of things, but I do like what I've tried. Like, this is insanely pigmented, and I don't even have like any products on. Like, I don't have like an eye primer or anything, so just being very careful because I want to make quite a defined eye look. So just gonna blend that all out and see how we go. So yeah, by the time I uploaded this, my friends would have already got married, and I would have like dyed my hair a little bit. So I am sticking to like red hair dye because red is, I always felt like red is like my go-to hair color. It won't be as like insanely done as like previously because I'm doing it at home. If I have time in the future, I'll ask my friend in her salon if I can come and get my hair done, because it was one of my like best friends from school, so I just never get a chance to go where her salon is. But if you haven't seen my video with my like hair transformation, it was about a year, like almost 2 years ago now. Actually insane. But my hair was so gorgeous then. But yeah, that was Sizzle. Let's go in with a deeper shade. I'm gonna try a bit of Fireball just in the middle, and I have to remind myself not to use any of the shimmers because the shimmer is coming from P. Louise. So yeah, okay. I know I'll probably wear like too many red eye looks and too many red lips, but it's kind of like just the tones that I love, to be honest. I try and be as like colourful and like different as I can with my makeup. Like, obviously I haven't done any green looks in a while, which I'm very disappointed in myself, because normally like last year green was like all I wanted to wear when it came to like eyeshadow. But I'm trying out different red looks because at my friend's wedding I'm wearing a red dress, so that's like my staple kind of dress to wear. All my friends, when they get married, I wear red. just because it's just my favorite color, to be honest. So right, that was Fireball. So far again, really good. I mean, I don't understand like why I kind of needed to do a second impression with this one, because it's still a damn good palette. I'm just going to go in slightly with Ruby, and I think I'll put Ruby on like this bit here, and then we'll end on the shimmer. So Ruby I'm taking on like a small brush, and we're just going to blend that in here. So this one probably takes, I think I remember when I first tried this, it wasn't as pigmented as I kind of wanted, so you had to like build it up just a little bit, but it's okay at the moment. Just blending it out. I think I made a bit of a mess in the corner. We'll just carry on, because okay. Right, that's what I'm going to do for this. And then now I'm going to go in with my P. Louise loose pigment. So I got this on her website. It must have been a few months ago, because she always has some kind of sale on. I'm going to move my fan to the side because I just know that it's going to blow everywhere. So it's just like a little like pot of shimmer. So I actually have like a setting spray to just add a bit more oomph to it, because I do remember the last time I used it, it was pretty pigmented, but I felt like I needed to maybe add a lot. So I'm trying to like do the best I can. So I'm just going to dip it into the thing first. So let's get as much as we can and tap off any excess. And then I'm trying to be so careful because I'm so clumsy. So yeah, I've got some. I'm going to add some setting spray, and then we're going to tap it on top. Gorgeous. Yes. This spray is from Colourpop. This is a Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Mist. I absolutely love this. I don't even know how I haven't used it up yet. I think I've been trying to like not use it up because it's so good, and I'm trying to not order from Colourpop anytime soon because I have too much. I'm already getting rid of some of my makeup anyway because I'm moving soon, so I need to just chill out a bit on my purchases. But that's insane. I'm gonna blend everything because I feel like that's probably a bit too much shimmer, and I just feel like it's probably not gonna I'll just look crazy. So I'm just gonna add a bit more. God, these are insane. I think I got this for like £3-4. Like I mentioned, P. Louise always has some kind of sale. So oh my god, I'm just getting non-stop phone calls today. What's happening? Right, I'm gonna put the lid back on because I just know it's gonna go crazy if I don't want to drop it, and I do have to be so careful. But the only issue that I have with this with this loose pigment is that when there's any fallout, it goes onto my eyelashes. And I said this in my other video as well, because when it goes onto my eyelashes, it's just there, so it's really kind of annoying. But I'm just gonna blend it out a bit so it's not too insane. Right, top lip is starting to annoy me just slightly, but so far we're doing okay. So okay, that's all good. So now I'm gonna actually go on to eyeliner. So I don't know if I think I have used this on camera, so I'm using it again, but I've been using it so much recently. It's the Primark Iconic Eyeliner. So this was like £2, I think, but it is so good. It's like just like a little nib, and honestly, it is one of the best eyeliners I've ever tried. And I know I'm being quite exaggerating, but when you look at high-end eyeliners, like obviously you have your infamous KVD one, and other eyeliners that I have not tried and can't remember, but this one is like £2.50, and it's so good. I think it's like £2.50. That tends to be like the standard price for their eyeliners, and most of their makeup, to be honest. But This is a really nice eyeliner. It's probably not working the best over this glitter or shimmer, but honestly it is super duper nice. Right, there we go. We're looking good, we're looking glamorous. So off camera I'm going to go on with my lips, and I'm going in with the Urban Decay Eternals lipstick in the shade Agility, is it? No, Agility, yeah, sorry, my eyes, I can't see that close. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on off camera and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and this is my finished look. I do quite like this lipstick, but I only got it because it was on discount because I think normally when these are quite expensive I don't pick them up, but it was like £12–13, so I do quite like it. I probably wouldn't wear it at the wedding because it's very transferable, so it probably won't stay. Oh, my lips are very long, but this is my finished look. I do love everything. Again, the glitter is like resting on my eyelashes so I can see it when I look forward, but everything is still just as good as I remember. Like, I don't have any issues with everything. Again, I think with the blush I do have to be quite careful because it's very pink. It's not my tone, but I guess that's just my fault. I do feel like it's nice and soft and it's very buildable. Everything else is pretty damn good. So yeah, saying that, let me know if you've picked up anything new recently, anything I should try, because I'm always on the lookout for new makeup. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. Hope you guys are doing very, very well, and I do hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.